Good afternoon. Happy Thursday. I am coming at you today with more info on Lyme disease from an awareness, advocacy, and education perspective, especially since it's Lyme Disease Awareness Month. First things first, priorities. Got to get some essential oils up in here. One of my biggest healing tools, actually. But that's a topic for another day. Putting some of this great blend grounding on, which I Zytoscanned for. If I'm speaking a foreign language to you right now, essential oils, Zyto, we'll talk later about that. But welcome. I'm back with more extra special content for Lyme Disease Awareness Month. If you are catching this on YouTube live or the replay, make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any further content or info. And if you want notifications so you don't miss live broadcasts, especially, or new videos uploaded, definitely hit the notification bell. It will help you with that and notify you. So what are we going to talk about today? Well, a really common question and one that's important to address. How do we start healing Lyme disease? If you ask physicians or Lyme literate providers, you're probably going to get a slightly different answer. Maybe not. And if not, you may have a really good provider on your hand, because I think that this is like underground information, not secret per se, but uncharacteristic to hear about from providers initially, at least. I actually had to find this information out through my own journey getting there. And I'm all about saving you time, energy, and even money on your Lyme healing journey. So that's what this is today. This will save you time, energy, and money if you can embrace this truth for yourself today. All right. And if it's not you that has Lyme, but someone you love, then you want to make sure to pass this video and information on to them. Got it? Because I bet you know someone with Lyme disease. It's so prevalent. We all do, even if we don't realize it. All right. So here's the very first truth about healing Lyme disease, and probably healing in general. But today I'm talking about it from the perspective of Lyme disease. The truth is, it all starts with your mind and your mindset. And I know that's been an overused concept lately and overdone in some ways. Just get your mind right and you'll heal. Just think positive. If you're sick, it's because you're not thinking positive. That is not what I'm talking about here. So I want to call out that elephant in the room and let me give you tangible examples of what I mean. Because here's the thing. It is easy to talk about mindset when it's easy. It's easy when it's easy, right? It's easy when you're feeling well. It's easy when you've been on this healing journey, as I have, and I'm there in a state of healing finally. It's easy for me to say, this is what you do and you'll be great. But the fact of the matter is, the real key is you're setting yourself up for long-term success. This isn't useful unless it's sustainable. This isn't useful unless it's useful in the hard times. Right? You don't want a solution that's only useful when you're feeling like doing it or when it feels good to do or when you feel good. This concept of mindset, training, restructuring, developing is part of personal development and part of healing development. When it's hard is when it matters the most. When times are hard for you on your healing journey is when mindset really shows up for you as a healing tool. It can be there all along and be helpful all along, but the key is making it sustainable through the hard times. Right now has been a bit of a hard time for me in my healing journey for a variety of reasons. I'm not going to get into all of it on this video. Some of it's physical, not all of it is. And my mindset has been exceptionally challenged, which is why I was like, you know what? It would have been easy for me to avoid talking about this topic because I don't feel necessarily qualified if I'm going through a hard patch. But the bottom line is we all go through hard patches, excuse me, even if they're not full-on relapses. That's not actually what I'm dealing with. Some of what I'm dealing with on my healing journey right now is not even related to my Lyme and Bartonella journey that's left to heal. So the bottom line is this isn't just Lyme specific. but it's very applicable to Lyme warriors that know that they are likely on a lengthy journey of some sort, that know that they're likely not experiencing healing in a week or two, or even a couple months, or even a couple years for some of us, like myself. How do you sustain the long haul journey? So here are 5 truths and tips for making mind work sustainable and healing, for making it truly about a healing tool that can sustain you through the hard times. Okay, 5 tips for you. First is knowing healing is still real, even in the hard. I'm sticking to my notes because I like how I said it in my notes. Healing is still real, even in the hard. This was the biggest truth for me actually currently with what I'm going through. This is the thing I keep saying to myself over and over again that's actually getting me through mentally, through some of the exhaustion, hardship, struggle, disappointment. Just because it's hard right now doesn't mean healing isn't real anymore. Even in the hard, your healing is not negated. Hard times in your healing journey do not negate your healing or your healing journey. They do not erase it or cancel it. You still have your best healing. That's a great affirmation. I have my healing, by the way, if you're into affirmations. It's another part of a point coming up, but a little spoiler alert. Number 2, you can still choose healing no matter what you're going through. What I mean by that is you can choose to whatever, fill in the blank. You can choose to take your supplements that you know are important to your healing. You can choose to drink enough water every day. You can choose to lay in bed and rest because it really is in your body's best interest. You can choose to get out of bed and move a little, gently walk or stretch because that's in your body's best interest. You can choose to use some essential oils to help with your mindset, your physical therapeutic needs. You can choose to do some extra detoxing if needed, or whatever might be necessary for your specific healing needs. You can choose still, even in hard times, healing hardships, you can still choose to do or not do those things. And that is actually huge in terms of mindset, because when we still have our empowerment, our power to choose, we still have our healing abilities at our fingertips. It is not as hard as having that taken from us, having our power removed from us. And frankly, there's no reason for that to occur unless we give it away, which we should not be doing. So embrace your power to choose healing as part of your actual mindset work from continuing to heal, continuing to make progress, even if you're in a place of taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back. If you're in that 1 step back place, don't lose your power over that. I've got 3 more tips for you that pertain to maintaining your healing mindset through the hard healing times. And they're going to be 2 different places for you if you want to catch the rest of this content. Number 1, you can find the rest on my blog. And I will link that in the description for you, adellecole.com/blog. It's easy. Also, Limey and Crunchy, the holistic healing community that I've created that I only wished I had had myself as I was going through this journey. Didn't have it, couldn't find exactly what I was looking for, so I made one. And you are welcome there. It is linked in the description already, so when this wraps up here in a second, go hop in there. You will find the full-length video with all 5 tips there. The blog will also have it written up if you prefer to read about it instead of watch about it. All right, so get the rest of your holistic mindset healing and sustaining tips those 2 ways And hey, look, if you want the guidance and support and mentorship of doing this with help, I've got you covered there too. Most recently, I actually just released a program that walks you through all the aspects of healing outside of just treating for tick-borne illnesses that made the difference in my own healing journey and may make or break yours. In fact, these healing tips will save you time, money, energy along your journey too. So if you're interested in grabbing that whole program, it's called Design Your Holistic Lyme Healing Blueprint. It involves coaching, it involves mentorship, it involves lessons and self-directed learning and applicable steps every step of the way. You're going to want to check out the link below for that information as well. That is for next leveling your healing. I've got you. All right. Cheers to your healing journey. And until next time, remember, mindset really is